Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of Otoconia 100. My name is Connor. I'll be your host. Otoconia, sounds for your ear rocks. Today, we have a great pairing of art from our sponsors and a vinyl in my collection. Today, we will be featuring the artwork of John Walker. You can find him on Instagram at Walker Brushworks. You'll see a link in the description and in the video. And I'm comparing his artwork titled "The Smallest Bird May Sing the Sweetest Song." I'm comparing it to Jar of Flies. Let's start off with Jar of Flies, and then we'll work our way back to why I picked this album. So Jar of Flies is the third studio EP by the American rock band Alice in Chains, released 1994. This album is very unique because it is another acoustic album, the first being Sap. My vinyl edition actually has Jar of Flies and Sap as a double album, which is really cool. Pretty similar in music styles and both very good. Jar of Flies is actually my favorite Alice in Chains album. I really enjoy it because of the story that is told during the album and a lot of the themes that it uses, and it just paints a beautiful picture of these concepts. So the themes being centered around addiction. The lead singer, Lane Staley, brings in a lot of experience from his personal life, and he did eventually overdose on drugs. So this album is really powerful. It's dark, it's bleak, it's poignant. And I really like this quote from Steve Huey of AllMusic. He stressed that the mood is still hopelessly bleak, but the poignant, introspective tone produces a sense of acceptance that's actually soothing in a funeral sort of way. Another quote, John Perlis from the New York Times observed that Alice in Chains prizes Solitude on Jar of Flies, a set of songs about rugged individualism turned exile. So this album has some amazing songs, such as Rotten Apple, the first track, Nutshell, and like I said, it really goes into the experience of addiction and suffering from addiction, which is a lot of the music from the grunge era in the 90s. This album is unique because it has a really acoustic focus, and it really is kind of a turn from Alice in Chains' previous albums. And I really like how it goes into the psychosocial aspects of addiction, how the addiction is making the person isolate from themselves. I really like the song Nutshell. I mean, it's one of their best songs, and every Alice in Chains fan knows it. Really introspective song about losing oneself to addiction and fame. And overall, this album is just so beautiful in its own sad way. I mean, Rotten Apple is a song about losing oneself to addiction for the first time. And so there's this weird juxtaposition in the album between beauty and darkness. And when I saw John Walker's painting "The Smallest Bird May Sing the Sweetest Song," it instantly reminded me of this album. The focus of the work of art is this tree-like skeleton creature that is terrifying looking, and he has this blue, sweet bird on his finger. And so, to me, I interpreted it a lot similarly to the album Jar of Flies. You have this really dark, foreboding figure that's a skeleton representing death, but even this figure that embodies death can appreciate the beauty of this little blue bird. The artwork itself, I have no idea how John Walker makes these works of art. Please check out his Instagram. It honestly is mind-boggling how detailed, how colorful, and how skilled of an artist he is. I mean, honestly, it looks like a robot. He really is amazing, so please check it out. In addition, I really love the kind of tree blending into a skeleton. Like I said, it kind of represents death, but also maybe hope and rebirth. You know, the tree being something that grows and has sturdy roots and is a part of the world and nature. In addition, the mountains are really beautiful in the background. The lighting is amazing. You have this moon eclipsing the sun, also maybe a reference to the rebirth and this process that is, natural, this death and destruction, life and beauty. And so I thought this was a really touching piece of art. I thought it was amazingly done. I mean, it's just, what more can you say when you look at this and the rest of John Walker's art? And so, yeah, I mean, I saw this and I immediately thought, Alice in Chains. And so I hope you guys enjoyed my interpretation. Again, please out. But again, please check out Walker Brushworks. John Walker, amazing artist. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Otoconia 100.